Hello, good morning. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I'm trying to, I don't know. I think it's just because the sun is like right above my freaking head. Because there, if I do this, it's normal. But anyways, how's everybody doing? My name is Delana. Thank you for being here at Indoor Revolution. I am very tired. My body's tired. My mind is not tired, but my body's tired. It's been a very, very, very productive week. If y'all want to know what I've been up to, I've been moving out and moving out of a place and moving into the same place I moved out of. If that makes any sense. So if people are moving, it sucks. And not move like we just took everything out of the rooms because I had an extra room, which I don't have an extra room anymore. But and if you see white in my hair, it's because I fucking was painting. I took a shower. I had paint on my feet, paint on my hands, paint in my hair, and I took a shower yesterday. Probably paint on my face still. I painted the hallway last night, but there are two rooms. They painted the other room, two rooms. I painted the hallway. It was just moving everything out of every room, the closets, the fucking beds, just everything, and like ground zero, cleaned everything, and like did a massive sweep through. That's what I've been fucking doing. I've been doing that since fucking last Thursday. Last Thursday, I started, and I knew this day was coming. I don't like it. I hate it. And I just, no. And so if I'm coughing a lot, I've been around a lot of paint the past week and primer and shit. So even though you take precautions, it just sometimes still gets to you. But anyways, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Well, we've been doing, but I've been doing it since Thursday, and I worked Thursday, Friday. So anyways, so yeah, so I moved bedrooms, and because I had the smaller room because my boys at the time were sharing a room, and since they're not doing that, fucking, I took the big room. So yay for me. But the big room has a smaller closet, and so I had to. I went through all my stuff. I had 6 bags, 4 bags of clothes and 2 bags of shoes. And I thought I cleaned my shit out last year, but this was a big, like, cleanup, So I am happy about that. I just inhaled that shit. Anyways, I wish. Anyhow, so that's what I've been up to. Everything is still not set in its place, but at least the living room is clear of shit. We're just waiting for like things to come in, like furniture we didn't use, like just fucking things that we had that we were using that we can manage without. And just clothes. I went the room that I was in had like twice this closet space as the other room, the room that I moved into. So 3/4 of that closet was filled with clothes. I got half of that closet now, and everything that I have in there fits in that closet. That's crazy, huh? I got rid of like 3/4 of, well, probably like half of the shit that I had in my original closet, which is good. Donations. I went to donations. That's what I've been doing, man. I'm just working my ass off at the house, and everything's coming along little by little. We should probably be settled in by Wednesday. We're settled in our fucking original house. We lived there for 8 years. So imagine like shit in like up in the storage spots, like in the closets that, we just never touched. So yeah, so that's what we've been doing. I've been doing. I can't get rid of it, son. Nor do I want to. But so that's my personal shit. I hope y'all been doing well. I hope y'all been. I haven't got a chance to get my nails done. I have seriously. I need to go get my tires changed. So like, I've been just. They're not that bad, but I can wait. Tuesday by Tuesday. So I'm not tripping. But I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everything will work out. Everything, if it's not working out right now, it's okay. It's temporary. Endure it. Embrace it. It'll get better. I'll make you stronger for the next time. But yes, so let's get into this. So yesterday or the day before, the day before. Okay, so I went to the park today and I got off of the car and I was gonna get ready to like get the cards out because I normally keep like a little bag in the car. I had nothing, so I had to go home and come back here. So anyhow, I was gonna be at a different park, but I was meant to be here, I guess. So anyway, I was getting this like message yesterday, like how do you truly love yourself? How do we truly love ourselves? And we can say like, yeah, we have self-love, but I think there's a whole range of things, a whole dimension of things, a whole dynamic, a lot of aspects of loving oneself. That was the download. It's also winter solstice. Okay, so I'm here and I'm gonna do another reading. I this is just a quickie, which is 6 minutes already, but I have shit to do and I have priorities, so I can't make this a priority right now. And that's what has been the moving thing was what was stressing me out a little bit because I just dread the shit. I just hate him. Anyways, so my neighbor made me these are coasters. So she crocheted this shit. She crocheted like a little pot holder and she made little hearts, and when she puts them in there it looks like a rose. I thought that was very creative. She she gave it to me months ago, but you can use them as coasters. Boop, 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 boop. He's a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I mean, you're a mean one. Whatever. But yeah, I put, this holds a lot of liquid. So I put peppermint oil on here. And if you have breathing issues and you're not allergic to peppermint, I would hold it at your pinky and don't touch it with your other two fingers. And just inhale it. It really helps, like, clear, like, it helps you take a deep breath. It's kind of like a natural epidural. But yeah, I haven't had breathing issues, but after last night, I'm like, anyways, off subject. That was the download, and then I heard this song. I don't remember, but one on the way over here, it was Madonna, Like a Prayer. Your voice can take me there, just like you. And life is a mystery. You are not what you seem, just like a prayer. You something, take me there. Oh, it was Heartless by Kanye. Talking, baby, let's just knock it off. They don't know. Something like that. And then he says, talking, baby, just, I can't just leave it wrong. If you can't make it right, I'm gonna take. Okay, so it's the part where he said, "That's not what I'm trying. That's not the message. The message is about." So I got something new to see. You just gon' keep hating me. We just gon' be enemies. I know you can feel. There we go. That's the message. So, and I had this experience. So it's part of the download. let's just say I work at McDonald's, okay? For shits and giggles, let's use myself. I work at McDonald's, okay? And a customer is in line and they're buying food or whatever, but and it's a couple. Excuse me. The dude, he goes to the bathroom, and the wife is ordering food for me, hypothetically, right? She's ordering food for me, and she says, "I'm sorry, he's not here, but are you guys hiring?" I was like, "Yeah, like you want him to like I can." So I'm just using myself as an example. I went to go get the application, and when I gave it to her, well, when the girl gave it to her, she said, "Do you want me to give it to him or do you want to give it to him?" And the lady was like, "Well, he's not here. I'll just give it to him." At that moment, I felt so bad for the guy because how fucking embarrassing. She just emasculated this poor dude. I have a pimple. She just emasculated this guy. Like, just like, why would, for me as a woman, I would never fucking do that. Like, I've been with the father of my kids. I remember one time he had to, they were selling the business that he was working at. So they had a termination date, but they all had to reapply for the the company that was same deal, just a different name, right? They were buying them out. So they all had to get rehired for the new company. So when that happened, it like took a couple months. So and he's been out of a job before, but that was something different. But so whenever because he got, okay, anyways, so I remember one time we were together and he didn't have a job, or he had a job, but then he lost his job. So then I said, well, it's fine, it's fine, we can do this. Like, how long do you think it'll take you to find another job? Realistically, in my head, 3 months, right? In my head. And so let's just do that, and and when the 3 months comes, let's fucking, whatever. And not put any pressure on him and just let him do his thing, right? I don't know where they were at in their relationship or whatever, but like, I just felt really bad. So he came back to the window, and so she took the application, and like, bro, if I was that guy, I would be like, what the fuck is your problem? Why would you do that? Why would, and and I would never fucking fill out that application, and I would never go back to that spot, like, ever. I would go to a different fucking McDonald's. Because at that moment, the employees at McDonald's knew the guy, the girl, what had happened and what transpired. And so him being there, knowing that, he would feel some type of way, like, damn, it would be like the elephant in the room, right? So I just felt like, damn, bitch, like, you're not his mama, you're not his daddy, like, that's not cool. And she just totally like emasculated this guy. And there were two men there, like grown men, and like, I looked at them and they're like, their eyes were like this, I'm like, poor fucking guy. She just totally emasculated him. Like, he's like, oh yeah. And I just like, women, please, please don't emasculate your men. Let them be men. Let them be men. Let them, whatever, let them handle their shit. Like, it's so, I don't know, for me, and now I had this conversation with my daughter like 2 weeks ago. We were talking about men who can put women in their place, so people that are in a relationship, like, men can put women in their place and women can put men in their place. But there's a way to do it that's not disrespectful, that wouldn't, that's like, that's an understanding. Like, no, like, sit down, like, I got, like, shit like that. Like, a man can put a woman in their place without disrespecting her, and she be cool with that. I know that for a fact. It's happened. It's guys have done it to me, like, and it's cool. Like, I'm not feeling some type of way, like, okay, you're right, like, you got this, like, I'll step back. but it's also putting, because no one's right all the time, right? So, and if a woman can put her man in his place, like, no, I think that's like, and talk to him in a certain way that's like not disrespectful. It's a mutual thing, and it's a respected thing, and it's okay, and it's not, like humbling them or like being disrespectful. It's more of doing out of respect. And so, but I told her, I said, some women like to wear the pants. I know a chick who's like, no, I like to wear the pants. I like to be in control of like the relationship. And her dude is past it. He's not like that. He likes to be bossed around. So we were talking to like, but yeah, some people like to be bossed around. And some people like to be bossy. And she's like, so it's a win-win. And I'm like, I'm laughing at the fucking fact that she said that, because then I thought, wait, she's right. She's right. Some women like to be bossy and some men like to be bossed around. But some men like to be bossy and some women like to be bossed around. There's levels to that shit, you know what I mean? Like, some men like need to be told what to do, or you know what I'm saying? And like his woman is there to do that for him, right? And it's not like, and some men may call him a bitch or fucking call him a pussy or whatever the fuck, but like, that's, he prefers that or she prefers that. So it kind of like it kind of goes together with whatever I experienced the other day with that woman. But I don't know what the whole point is. That it's probably gonna come out in the cards. But anyways, those are the downloads. It's fucking 16 minutes in. All right, thank you, God, source, creator of this divine universe, of this beautiful, beautiful spot that I am so happy and grateful to experience, and be here underneath the sun and with the trees and nature and the squirrels and the rabbits and the people playing and supporting their kids during baseball, and good things. And thank you for being here with the collective, and I thank you for guiding us and protecting us and comforting us and shedding light on us and love within us and compassion and devotion to you and to the guidance that you give us, and the way you want us to move and protect our minds, protect our hearts, protect our creativity, and keep guiding us and keep loving us and showing us the way you would do things and how you would be, and giving us forgiveness and showing forgiveness. Not showing, but being forgiving. And thank you for the opportunities, and I hope people maintain the opportunities that they have and sustain them and have longevity, and just watch over them and protect them and their loved ones and everything they work so hard for. Thank you, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, archangels, past on loved ones. Let's do it. So we got the word, the night. I'm getting two. Okay, so, all right, the architect. So the word, the night, the architect. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start channeling. And harpy eagle. Excuse me. And the gate at the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. And I've been detoxing my body like you wouldn't believe. Okay, anyway. Oh, yeah, my nose is starting to itch. Okay, let's do it. Word. The word. These are not in order. Oh my god. Okay, the word. The word. It says, stories and storytelling have been with us since the beginning. Our minds are designed to share our experiences with each other. Straight out the brat. We crave the sharing of stories to remind us that we are connected through our words. The word leans into her wings. Oh, the word what? The word leans into her wings. She steadies a stack of parchment on her lap, her knees curled up to meet the paper. The girl holds a plume in her right hand, poised to strike the page at any moment. Her eyes remain closed, engrossed in the visions of the story in her mind. Her mind describes. When she is ready, a new story will get inked on the page. Your story down and have a playful attitude towards life. Yeah. The night. Okay, motherfucker. To go to the page of contents. The night 15. Alright, let's fucking. The architect 11. 15 is a 6. Reciprocal architect is 11, which is a 2. Harpy eagle. 6 5 is 11. Okay. Alright, so we're doing this motherfucker. Alright, so the night. It says the night transport deep, dark, dreamy scents with him. He moves slowly and effortlessly through the night, through the streets. His incense spills from the censer, coloring the air with its perfume. The smoke hangs thick. Interesting. I don't really burn the sage, or the Palo Santo here at the park, but I did. And it says the smoke hangs thick in the air, blanketing the world in darkness. The night wears the stars at his waist. Each speck twinkles with his in and out with each. He wears a head wrap filled with colors of the sky. The cover appears white at the top and then darkens into the daytime glow cast by the sun. He walks everywhere, bringing dreams and madness to those. They honor the creative state which holds the key to unlock the plan made inside their mind. When the architect begins a new idea, they close their eyes and give into the creation within. When they have the item fully formed in their mind's eye, they can work their magic to make it a reality. Excuse me. The horns on their head direct the power required to make magic happen. Their hands are relaxed, releasing the energy of the architect's design. The Masonic eye appears within the space between their ability to manifest their divine will. A butterfly hovers over the architect's tattooed face, bringing new creations and designs to their capabilities. Create your own life. Use your mental powers to manifest your desires. Harpy Eagle. The Harpy Eagle is a dreamscape oracle, is a female from the American variety. Harpy Eagles are a sign that you need to change something in your life, that they represent your strength and none of your weaknesses. It says the Harpy Eagle comes to you via visions in your sleep time and your waking days. When it appears, heed the message and take a good look at what is out of balance in your life. Take stock of your life. Are you where you want to be emotionally, physically, and financially? That brings upon the message that I had. Okay. Now it's time to envision where you want to be and who you want in your life. Harness Harpy Eagle power when times are tough and you need some extra help to guide you to the other side. Time to reassess your life and adjust accordingly. Listen to the message Spirit is sending you. All right, I wasn't going to read this one, but I'm being told to read it. It's the gate. And someone's nervous. I normally don't shake my leg unless I used to shake my leg a lot when I was having anger issues. So if I was upset, I would shake, like my fucking leg would shake out of control. Like not out of control, but like I would just like shake my leg. So someone's upset or nervous. It says the gate. It says portals appear at the corners of our eyes, which we can almost visualize if we squint. Someone who sees the portals know them for what they are. They have the gift of opening this small tear in the fabric of the world's material at will. The woman at the gate steps towards the rip at her fingers and finds the edges of the gate. She reaches out and traces the portal's edges and gently tugs the sides apart. The space opens. The air's salty scent teases the corners of her lips, and the soft sound of the ocean waves flow into our world. She continues pulling open the portal until there is a window big enough for someone to step through. She smiles out to the other side and walks away. The portal is open and now waits to welcome the traveler. Look deep into situations, see what you want lies on the other side. Just step through. Okay. So it's a solstice, right? I haven't even done any research on it or anything like that. I don't I don't even know what it represents. And I'm laughing because you probably shouldn't even bring it up, but I mean, I'm just being honest, bro. Like, I can't be smart all the time. That's an inside joke that we have over here. So now you're in on it. I can't be smart all the time. Anyways, what that's bringing to me is like, this is the portal. This is, okay, so winter is like death time, and it's also a time of like stillness, and that's what the messages here are. And for me, it's more like a release of things, a letting go of things, like cleaning house. Like, it's like winter cleaning, it feels like, because I know spring is, okay, all right, so I'm channeling right now. I know spring is coming. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I know spring is coming, so it's like I get rid of all the dead things, all the things that are, there and just there and don't need to be there. It's like pulling weeds out, it's like raking up the leaves. It's like, where'd that guy? Oh no, same guy. He's the same homeless guy that's here all the time. He's cool. We always wave to each other. Anyways, it's like cleaning house. It's so that's the whole message of what I was trying to say. All right, and it's things that opening up new spaces. With the portal, exactly. So this portal is, now we're leaving those things behind and stepping into a new. When springtime is the new year of the zodiac. It's replanted in harvest season. Now, like, things are getting, it feels like nothing is growing, right? It feels like nothing is growing because it's winter season. But really what it's doing, it's nurturing the soil, because when everything's cold and icy and like snowy, the earth absorbs that, and it starts to moisturize and nurture and water the soil of where you planted your harvest. So when springtime comes and it's light and lovely and the sun comes out, it's a process of shedding an old skin, of shedding an old skin. His old skin. Yeah, shedding old skin, shedding conflict, shedding. It's crazy because all my cards are everywhere. Like, I'm telling you, my house is not fucking, and nothing is where it should be. Nothing has a place right now. Everything is just like, okay. So it'll get there. So I was, I don't know where my original cards are. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like, okay, what do you want me to use? So I was getting, these are the cards that I got. Page of Swords. Page of Swords and the World. Yeah, this is the portal. So it's like looking back at the conflict and wanting to not only seeing the truth about that, seeing the truth about what the conflict is. Yeah, the world, there's going to be a lot of it's also protection. I feel there's this journey that people are going on. It's the truth of self, the truth of what causes conflict. Is there conflict in your life? How can I resolve it within myself? Not even within ourselves. It's like, how am I? That goes back to the message when I first started. How do we truly love ourselves? So I was on my own at 15. I really didn't know. I really didn't know. I lied to myself a lot about the position that I was in with my parents, and I used that lie a lot to make me feel better, but I started to believe it because I told myself so much, I have a message. It's about, okay, so, what is that? Oh, it's about, like, it's emasculating men and like fucking emasculating women. It's that like energy, like the conflict energy. It's about, it's creating the conflict. So who's really against who here? Like, it bringing hate into the world. Oh, da 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 da. Like, if I was a man hater because all of my experiences I had, and I was up here saying fuck men, da da da, they're the problem, da da da. Like that would that would create more. That would bring a group of unhealed women who are bitter towards men and bring us together to create a fucking, He-Man Woman Hater Club or whatever the fuck. He-Woman Man Hater Club, I guess, vice versa. You know what I mean? So it would be coming from an unhealed place. And so we need to really have discernment on what we listen to, who we listen to, because sometimes people project their bitterness, their pain, their fucking hurt, their unhealed wounds onto others to spread that, to spread that, to attract it, and looking back at that, it's like, it's protection, like not wanting to be a part of that, seeing the truth in that, and have a discernment of like what you listen to, who you listen to, what you watch, who you watch, and protect yourself from that energy. If you do not want to be around that energy, then don't be around that energy, and it's an easy, simple choice with the it's crazy. I saw the Two of Cups in my head. It's a simple choice. Hello. So when you do, there's people behind me. Okay, I have my third eye right here. So below. Annoying. But anyways, so it's like finding the truth in that, finding the truth and looking back and just cleaning shit out. Good morning. Morning. Hi. The puppy still?
No, she's 3.
Oh, she's 3. Have you had her since she was a baby?
Yeah.
My dog is 3 too, so.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
She still looks like a puppy though. She still has like her little puppy face.
She's just small. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a little
small for a breed.
Yeah. Some of them are like very full.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Enjoy. It's beautiful out here. So it's like cleaning that shit out, like the conflict, the not even the conflict. It doesn't even have to be conflict per se. It's just what you don't need, what people around you. Like I'm gonna go through my fucking my subscribed channels, and I'm gonna clean that out, because that also too is something that we really need to pay attention to. Oh my god. We really need to pay attention to at this time. And it's also freaking the world here. I lost track. So looking back at that and seeing what causes conflict, or what conflict you're in, and is it even truly yours, or is it coming from a person unhealed place, excuse me. Oh no! I only have 20% battery. So it's like coming from an unhealed place. Well, with this protection here, it's like the world, this is the portal. This is what you're walking through. You're going to be having a lot of communication, like the card said, through your dreams. A decision. You see, the Lover's card is a decision. Through, whoa. Yeah, through your dreams. There's going to be a lot of communication about a well-deserved victory, a well-deserved, you walked away from the conflict. The conflict, there's five. Okay, so the V is a 5, right? It's 5, but the pentacle has 5 points to it. So it's like, well, other people were or trying to cause conflict for your Ace of Pentacles as well, and for they were going for surface shit, but you were focused on the mind, body, soul, and you were focused on the elements, and you were focused on something very personal and the divine gifts. Whoa, Page of Swords. Hey. I don't really like that vibe, Yeah, they were trying to, okay, so I'm telling you, conflict, trying to control something, trying to control your money. I got that download earlier. Trying to control your physical world. People trying, okay, so it's bringing it up. So remember when my aunt was going through her whole hospital thing, and that was probably like September or so, maybe, end of August, September, because I think it took like a month for her to pass away. So I had went to 7-Eleven, and I had got out of my car. I was listening to Metallica, and some guy had came and passed me, like he parked too, and he was going into 7-Eleven, and he had said, I like the kind of music I listen to. I'm like, oh, cool, thanks. And da-da-da. We both went into 7-Eleven. He checked out. I noticed what he bought. And I didn't think anything of it, blah, blah. So when I was leaving, he was outside. He asked me for my number. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I gave him my number. And then he was like very, very eager. Like he would text all the time. He would call all the time. Like which was fine. But then, like a week and a half later, like my aunt was getting worse. And I had I didn't engage so much because he was so eager to the point where it was like a turn off, you know what I mean? And it was just kind of like, I told him I was at work. I picked up and I said, hey, I'm at work right now. I can't really talk. What's up? And he wasn't like, didn't pick up on, he wasn't like, oh, let me call you back later, or call me when you have a chance. He was just talking, and like, there was a red flag about what, there was a red flag with that. Not only did he not pick up on it, and it was fine, like that, no judgments, but there was also a red flag with how he was talking. Let me just say that, okay? And it goes with the red flag that I saw. Not the red flag, but looking back, they're red flags, right? But at the time, it was just an observation. So it goes with the red flag that I had saw, observation that I had saw when I had first met him at 7-Eleven. So then, time went on, and I really didn't engage because I was, I focused on my aunt's thing, and I'm going to Cedars and traveling and just trying to be supportive, and that wasn't a priority of mine right at the time. So then after she passed, I had like reached out to him, and I said, hey, I know you probably feel some type of way, but it had nothing to do with you. I was going through, my aunt was, I just explained, and then I said, if you still want to go have a drink or whatever, hit me up, blah, blah, blah. And he never replied, which I didn't expect him to, because, I pretty much kind of weaned I just wasn't, replying to him. So if he didn't reply back, that's fine. I was just saying my piece. I didn't want him to think it was him, because that's fucked up. Because people are like that, I'm like, oh, what did I do? Fucking whatever. So, so I told him it was me. It's me, not you, type shit. So then, I didn't hear from him or whatever. Then like maybe a week or two went by, and I was leaving work around 11, and and I was gonna call him, but I'm like, fuck, it's late, da da da. So then, ironically, he ended up texting me the next day, and I'm like, oh, funny, I was gonna reach out to you last night, but I didn't. I was tired, and I went home, and it was late. And so from that point forward, we were talking, and he said his name was Joe. I thought that's what I heard, Joe, right? So I put in my phone, Joseph. So then, anyway, so then we were talking, and like I remember 2 nights we had talked, and like it was like 1 in the morning, 1:30, and I was like, bro, I gotta get up early, like I have work tomorrow. And he sold his company, or this is what he told me, he sold his company, so he wasn't working at the time, and he was dealing with going to court or something for a lawsuit or some shit. I don't know, I didn't ask, none of my business, too soon. So anyway, so then this guy, I ended up talking to him, and then I told him, like, hey bro, like I gotta go to sleep, like I work tomorrow, da da da. And so we got off the phone, and then my phone rang like later, and I looked at my phone, and it was fucking 2:30, and it was him. And I'm like, this motherfucker. So I didn't pick up, and then he like 5 minutes later, he called me again. And that was my looking, like at that moment, red flag, right? Like, you don't even respect the fact that I have to go to work tomorrow. Like, you don't fucking work, like you ain't got shit to do, you ain't got no job. You've been dealing with your red flags. Anyways. So I thought that was like whatever, so I just didn't answer. And then we had made plans. He had brought it up. So we had made plans to go for drinks after work when I got out of work. So it was probably like 10:30, 11 at night. And so we were supposed to meet up on a Thursday. Okay. So Wednesday came, we hung up, like we talked on the phone, we hung up. And then those 2 nights, like, there were red flags. At the moment, I knew it, but it didn't, like I wasn't, it was just more of like, I don't even think I want to meet up with this fool, right? So anyway, so I agreed. So Thursday, I text good morning in the morning, and then like at 5, I text, hey, is the plan still the plan? No reply either time, right? So then I get off work, I'm like, I'm leaving work, are you still down? And at this point in my head, I'm like, okay, if I get home and there's no reply, or I don't hear from him, and I'm just gonna like not go, because I'm already fucking home, I'm already like cozy, and I'm not going to, 3 strikes, baby. So then so in between all that, he had said when he went to court, one of the maybe the time we were talking, he said that he had called me from a different number. And so he had said that the phone number that he had called me from in the beginning, that he threw that phone and it broke against the wall. So the number that he was calling me from at the new number, he said that's his second phone. So I was like, whatever, like whatever. So in my head, I'm like, why can't you just get a new phone with the same number? But I didn't say anything. I was like, okay, liar. No. And maybe he does have 2 phones, I don't fucking know, but I'm just saying, I didn't ever call him a liar, but I was just like, whatever. Say what you want. Just let people be themselves. And so that was that, right? So then one day okay, so I didn't hear from him on that Thursday. So then on Saturday, I take Orion to the park, and so because he never replied, he never called or nothing, right? So then I'm like, fuck it, he probably playing games because I fucking didn't call him back and blah, 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 blah. So now it's his time to get me back, whatever. Like, it's a possibility because people are like that. But anyways, and maybe it was, but I had said my piece, and it wasn't about him, it was about me, so whatever. So we're even then. So then for Saturday, I'm at the park with Orion, and we're leaving, and I'm sitting in my car, and I'm texting my cousin, and then I get a phone call, and I'm like, oh, it's him. So right when I picked up, the call dropped, the call disconnected, the call was gone. So then I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. So then he, not even a minute later, call again. And I pick up on hello, and then he just hangs up. So I'm like, this motherfucker playing games. So then, because I don't play games, like, you're gonna fucking call me. So anyway, so then I text him, did you call me by accident? I picked up, whatever. And then no reply, right? So I get home and it's fucking like 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I'm fucking cleaning my house, and I was making cookies at the time, and I get a call, and it's him, and he's like, who's this? And I'm like, what do you mean, who's this? You called me. Who the fuck who this? Bro, like, no, like, don't fucking play games with me, bro. Like, who's this? And I'm like, who's this? And he's all like, well, I got this number on my phone. I'm like, and I'm like, okay, so like, I said, okay, so you called me. And he was all like, so do you know me or not? Like, because I know, bullshit, right? Bullshit. So, and it was the phone number that we've been engaging with this phone number through text, and you've called me from this number before, so do you know me or not? And he was like, yeah, I know you. I'm like, what's up? And so I'm like, I told him, I'm like, why you play games or whatever. So anyway, so he's over here talking and talking and talking, and then he says something about the lawsuit. He's like, oh, I won like ... million. And I'm like, oh, that's good. And I never asked about it. And I'm like, and then he kept on going about it. I'm like, I don't care about that. I'm like, I don't care about that. And he's like, he's like, about the money? I'm like, yeah, I don't care about the fucking money. It's like none of my business. Like, that's your money. I'm not gonna ask you about your money. Like, that's not where this is at. You know what I mean? And he was like, he got offended by that. And so he was talking about things that happened like 20 years ago, and he was emotional. He was crying. He was like all over the place. He was slurring his fucking words. He was like, and I had told him, I said, bro, I said something, I have you my phone as Joseph or something. And he was like, my name's not Joseph. I never told you my name was Joseph. And I'm like, I know. I said, you said your name was Joe. So I put in my phone Joseph. And he's like, my name's not Joe. Oh my god. He's like, my name's not Joe. And I was like, oh. He said, I told you my name was Joel with an L. And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't hear the L. My bad. And he was all like, yeah, no one ever does, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, okay, cool. So then, my memory starts to go. Remembering what our conversations were, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I remember him saying, I always get what I want when I want it. Okay, so do I. Just depends on what it is. Okay? And if I want it and I can't have it, then it's probably not meant for me. So, but anyways, I digress. So yeah, I said, you know what? I said, look, I'm being like this because we had made plans. You had brought them up, and you were the one asking me for my number, and I had agreed, and then you never responded to any of my texts. Like, I reach out to you, blah 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 blah, and you had all the time. I said, if you weren't interested, you should have just said, like, hey, I have something else going on, blah blah blah. Like, I would understand. I'm not gonna be like, what the hell, like, like, get life, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a deal. But you calling me, acting like nothing happened, and playing games like, who's this? Like, that just fucking annoys me. Like, don't do that. Like, and then he was just like, you're being mean. I'm like, oh, I'm being mean? I'm like, I'm just expressing myself because, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna beat around the bush about how I feel and how I'm acting. If I'm being a certain type of way, it's for a reason. Like, if you would have just called me, we would be cool right now. Or like, if you would have just texted me and reached out and said, hey, like, I need to reschedule, or like, I'm not feeling it, or whatever. I wouldn't be in this energy, towards you. And so I said, look, he said, I was so drunk, I forgot. I said, oh, and then boom, my red flag memory comes back. I was right. I said, I was right about you then. I said, you know what? He's like, what do you mean you were right about me? And I said, I remember when I first met you. You were in front of me at the 7-Eleven, and I saw that it was 1:30 in the afternoon. You bought 2 Modelos and a bag of Doritos. And I said, I didn't think anything of it. Like, I'm not judging you. It's 1:30. Like, you probably had a day off. Like, you probably, whatever. Like, it's not my fucking, who cares, And so, ain't your mama, ain't your daddy. And I said, and then after when we talked on the phone, you were slurring your words. Every time I talked to you, you were slurring your words. You sounded like you were drunk. And then I said, now you forgot? I said, I think you have a problem. I said, I said, I think you got a problem. If you be drinking so much that you forget, I said, that to me, that's a problem. And I said, I've dealt with alcoholics before. He's like, I'm not an alcoholic. I said, I never said you were. I said that I have dealt with them before. My dad's one. And I said, and it's like that. It's like that. Like, you guys drink to the point where, like, you fucking pass out and, like, you use stupid excuses. Like, I forgot, I fell asleep, fucking, whatever. But you didn't fall asleep, motherfucker. You fucking passed the fuck out because of the liter of fucking vodka that you were drinking, And so it was like, I said, I'm not, and I said, I'm not, like, and I said, you're not even, like, you just want to brush over it like nothing happened. I said, I'm not going to do that, And I said, and then so we started, he kept on talking like he wasn't taking any accountability, which is fine, whatever, it's your life. But I'm just saying, like, he was just a sloppy motherfucker. And that's what I was talking about when I was at Elysian Park on the reading. This is what that reading was about this. So I was like, he was talking and then he started like crying, getting emotional and shit. And I was like, fuck, this guy's a fucking roller coaster, bro. And so I said, look, dude, like, I can't really, I said, you're being annoying right now. And he was like, what? I'm annoying? I'm like, yeah, you're crying over shit that happened 20 years ago. It's like, you got a lot of work to do on yourself. Like, it just seems that you need time for yourself. Like, I just don't, like, you're a Debbie Downer. Like, you're bringing me down. You're just too emotional. Like, I don't think we should talk anymore. I don't think we should, like, I can't talk to you no more, I said. And so I'm gonna let you go. I wish you good luck, and I hope everything works out for you. Hung up the phone. Never fucking called him back. Never fucking, never. No. And I'm not gonna. Sorry, guy. I say all that to say. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. I don't know why that came up, but now I see the cards differently. So this person wanted to entice you with money. You were moving, you're in this space. This person came into your life with conflict about money, something about money, and the devil controlling addictions, toxicity, fucking binding themselves to you, fucking trauma bonds, excuse me, just old patterns that you have clearly overcome already. You're protected from, because there's self-love here. There's a ways that you love yourself to know, or to not be in these situations. So with the devil here, drinking a lot, the 3 cups, with friends, blah blah blah, holding on tight, being greedy, fucking for this person, it's all about that the material things define them. There's death to that at this point. Like, it's, you recognize that it's this pattern here that tried to entice you with that experience. Yeah, with that experience, you have the strength to, like, let other people deal with their burdens. That's the truth. That's one of your truths. That's one way to love yourself, right? To get away from the conflict, to get away from the control of money, letting people tell you how to be, what to wear, how to act. Oh, it's not good enough. Well, if it ain't good enough, then scratch me off your fucking list and move the fuck on. Like, right? It's not. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have everything you want the way you want it, like that. Like, okay, like I said, like, I get whatever I want when I want. Like, so do I. But there's, if it if it's causing conflict and trying to fucking, get me with material things, I'm out. It's not for me. So have that strength to move forward, right? And what here, looking back at that, it's devil energy. It's bringing on burdens. Okay, it's not for me. With the world here protected with the 3 cups, if I'm going to read it down this way, I just read it this way, and now I'm going to read it down. So let's see. Okay, so 3 of Wands, 3 cups. I just saw the star card. It's about like protecting yourself and knowing what lies around you, your environment, what you surround yourself with. Right here with the 3 cups, it's like surrounding yourself with good people, with good energy, with mutual mindsets, but different opinions. It's like, if everybody's the same, it's so fucking boring. Looking back at that, revising what you listen to, who you listen to. Alrighty, look at that. Okay, so we hear a lot of communication about material things and how it defines people. Moving forward from that, this divine energy is like taking action to, or communicating to someone about, okay, for me, it's giving me a different type of reading. It's like being grounded as within, as above, so below. Oh, that's why I said my pimple right here was so below, because when I have a pimple here, it's as above. And that's what it's giving me right here. It's like changing this to this. Like, it's like action oriented. It's communication about being as above, so below, so within, so without, and being grounded in these energies with this moving forward card, keeping your stability, keeping your energy within you, the elemental energy, holding that tight to move forward, to have that stability, right? So with this victory here, it's walking away from whatever's holding you back, like whatever is like death, like old, like I'm saying, cleaning house, right? All these things that no longer serve you, right? And making room for this 10 of cups, making room for this forward movement with the divine action. It's divine will. Woo. I said that. The Empress. Yes, a baby girl. The Empress and the Star card. The Empress and the Star card is like healing an aspect of yourself in order to love yourself. There's so many aspects to loving yourself, and it's checking old patterns, old like energies, familiar patterns, just a different shell of people, same energy. It's that that's going to help you heal yourself and be this divine being and stand on your own 2 feet. Right here we have Durol Ile. It's compassion, having compassion for yourself, having compassion for life, for nature, for others. And enchantment. It's going to be a celebration of healing. Yes. Oh my God. It's going to bring out the essence of you. It's going to, this to me is like nurturing yourself with like good things. Green juice is what I'm getting from here. Green juice. This right here is the Temperance card. This right here is balance. Being grounded, but yet having the consciousness, awareness to bring in freedom here. That's what's going to give you that freedom, to give you the freedom to be who you are and be loved with regardless. Like, we all have our flaws. It doesn't mean that we need to like write someone off because they act a certain way one time, you know what I mean? Or like because they look a certain way, or because they dress a certain way, or because they whatever the fuck a certain way, you know what I mean? That doesn't fit our vision or whatever the fuck. It doesn't fit. I'm not saying that. but it's to become very free, and freedom in a way that's like at peace with yourself, not freedom in a way that's like, yeah, do what I want. I don't care, do what I want. Is that Carmen? Meet me outside, how about that? Someone's laughing, I don't know. It's like that type of energy, you know what I mean? Like, it's being free within the soul, being free of burdens, being free of the temptations, being free of whatever that temptation is to you. Like, I remember I told you before, I used to shop a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's like getting away from these energies. Getting away from these energies. Yeah, look at the devil here in the world. Protection. That you are protected, because it's you are protected. Here, let's see. What do we got? Woo. Yeah, you are protected. You've been through a lot. That's how I feel I look right now. This is me. Yeah, with the Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. This is something that's totally faded. Yeah, a lot of ancestors. A lot of angels, a lot of like orbs, a lot of like-minded people, I want to say. There's a lot of stars around, star seeds. Interesting. Yeah. What the hell? A lot of star seeds, yeah. A lot of star seeds. Being enlightened with the temperature and the world again. Damn. And look, I'm gonna leave it here because the Five of Wands came on again. We started with that. Being protected from this conflict. What the hell? Being protected from this conflict, moving into this energy, moving into the sun energy of warmth, of balance, of healing, of enlightenment, of this is the justice of starseed justice. Interesting. Starseed justice. I don't know what that means, but y'all can figure it out, can't you? It is what it is. It's very much self-explanatory. Starseed justice. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna close it up. That was a very long and interesting one. 101. 101. Someone's up to 101 freeway. Or maybe you should go play on the freeway. Or maybe you should go play on the 101 freeway. Remember when kids used to say that? Why don't you go play on the freeway? When people were... Alright, we're going to close it up with one of these, because I gotta go. I just have shit to do, man. Back to being a slave to my house. Alright, we have this one and this one here. Okay. Alright, we have 58, 41, and 15. 58. Let's see. 41. Let's find these right now. 58. Nope. 56. Come on, man. Why? Yeah. Here we go. 58. It says, fight to win. I'm here to... Wait. I'm here to fly, to win, to to prosper, to win. Fly by Nicki Minaj. I'm gonna link it in the box below. All right. So it says, anger comes easy. True kindness takes courage and depth. Uncontrolled anger can take a toll on your health and your relationships. Everyone gets angry, but when anger is extreme, like punching walls, throwing objects where it feels necessary to call the police, something needs to change. We're not meant to live this way, and it's not easy trying to figure out why people become so easily agitated. Many blow up or have a tantrum because they are not good at articulating their feelings. They let small things frustrate them, build up, and they can't handle it any longer. And when it comes out in one big explosion, others may get angry at each and every little thing, making life with them miserable. Learning how to communicate emotions effectively is a key factor when expressing anger in a healthy way. That's what I said. Someone's angry. What I said with my foot, right? Someone's angry or like nervous. I did. It says, learning how to... This interaction requires the other person to be patient and listen without interruption, even if the person speaking says something untrue or upsetting. It's a certain kind of respect that should be given to others when they need to vent or just discuss their frustrations or problems. It also helps to flip the situation around to better understand things from their perspective. Putting their shoes in other people's feet. I mean, no, wait. Putting shoes in other people's feet. That's what I said. No. Putting other people's shoes on or some shit on your feet. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay, it's a certain kind of respect that should be given to others when they need to vent or just discuss their frustrations or problems. It also helps to flip the situation to better understand things from their perspective. It's vital. It's vital for everyone to stay calm during these discussions, because if people can't trust someone's emotional responses due to fear of angered issues, they may stop communicating. It's also important to note that in the relationships, each should understand their partner's limits or triggers and never provoke them in that way. What did I say? Do not emasculate. We all have different ways we process anger depending on how we grew up. It says some families banter back and forth, and then the next moment they're laughing. That's me. Well, yeah, we talk shit like, bro, do that. Okay, my battery's dying. Okay, we have all different ways. Okay, others stifle their anger and never express it, and especially in front of the children. Yes, you see how this could bring challenges to relationships. Sometimes anger and irritability levels can be affected by changes in one's hormones. If this is the case, supplements or essential oils might be helpful. What do I say about this? But it's not because of anger. It's for breathing, man. All right. Ow, ow, ow. That's pain. Okay, I'm not going to do that. There are many different kinds of essential. Okay, so it is bringing them. Okay, so it says here are some essential oils that will help soothe anger. Oils that are high in monoterpene alcohols have certain kind of sedating effect. Jasmine, rose, chamomile, lavender, calendula. These oils will allow someone to slow down and think more calmly. Essential oils that come from a kind of bark, resin, root, herb, or grass is suitable for grounding, mood stabilization, and keeping us rational. Frankincense, myrrh, lemongrass, basil. I love lemongrass. If you want to energize or lift up your mind because you feel defeated or angry, Keystone Ranch Mint is the oil for you. Also, clove, cinnamon, cardamom, because they can warm emotions. Use limonene, monoterms, and beta-pinene to cleanse negativity and uplift. There are many different essential oils. Okay, whatever. It says, hold my hand, we'll walk together, savoring every moment of this wonderful day that will never return again. Aww. So many wondrous memories are locked in our mind, but the ability to share new experiences with this person has come to an end. Cycles ending, being protected from the portal, going into that new portal. Your loved one is gone, and and I talked about my aunt leaving, and it has left your heart with an empty space. Just thinking of them brings an overwhelming feeling of sadness. If you could only see their face one more time, talk to them, hold them, but instead the harsh reality of the loss hits you, and your grieving never seems to stop. Are you looking for answers to help you cope with your pain? When memories appear in your mind, you're actually honoring them and what you shared. Think of it as a gift of remembrance. The moments are forever captured, just like a photograph you hold of them. When looking at it, let it fill your heart with something that was once yours. So rejoice in that memory that is still yours. You shouldn't have to leave those thoughts behind or try to forget them. It's time to start moving forward, though. Continue living your life and finding the sparkle again. Take it slowly. Only you can allow. It says watch to breathe in the air around you and slip off your shoes so you can feel grounded between your toes. Let Mother Earth, Gaia, raise your awareness. Now begin to change your world by honoring all the moments with respect, connection, and peace. Use solitude to transcend and lift your spirit and become one with yourself. Then you will recognize the things that delight your heart. Only you can allow this healing to happen. 15. Beautiful emptiness. Looking through the window, the chocolates look so delectable, luring you in. Knowing better, somehow you waver. You bite only to discover bittersweet. It says you watch from a distance and you want what you see, but it's not yours to take. What the fuck? Wow. It's not your life, however you wish it could be. You wonder why not you. How should you deal with all these uncomfortable feelings? Do we dare say the word? Celosa? Jealous? Jealous much? It's not easy to admit, but it is occurring. The question is, how far will someone be willing to take it? Are their intentions innocent, or are their thoughts spinning out of control? Sometimes we look at another's life with an epiphany about our own desires or wants, and that's okay. However, if the admiration becomes compulsive, it is of concern. Yeah. Get help. For real. Or get it yourself. Like, fuck, bitch, work for it, nigga. Oh, did you? Hey, man, you know what? I'm a black girl in a Mexican girl's body. For real, I've always felt like that. Sorry, guys, no disrespect. No disrespect. Look, let me go down the list of black people that I know. Like, my cousin's black. Seriously. My godson is half black. My best friend's husband's black. Like, look. I'm sorry. No disrespect, for sure. It's more like a fucking boom. Like, anyhow, that's me. I do say it. Yes, I do. Hip hop music made me do it. I'm just joking. That's what, bro. I heard Ice Cube's fucking song yesterday. It was random. And he blames everything on hip hop music. If I call you a bitch ass fool, it's because hip hop made me do it. If I beat your ass. Anyways, it's not true, but it kind of is true. But it's all out of respect. So recognizing and owning jealous feelings is a great place to start when dealing with the complex emotion. Maybe there is something we could do to help us get moving in the right direction. Well, that probably wasn't it, but my bad. Managing, I feel bad, but I don't, because it was not disrespectful. So, I mean, it was not, the intention was not to be disrespectful. So, I'm not going to keep on explaining myself. It's also important for us not to be overcritical of ourselves. Thank you. No one is perfect. We can elevate our self-worth by simply complimenting ourselves from time to time. We can calm an overactive mind by remembering to let go of the things we cannot control. We have all been given different gifts and talents, so we shouldn't try to compare ourselves to others. Instead, we focus on our own positive traits and be more optimistic moving forward in our life. Confidence resides within a happy person, and that is not only attractive and admirable, but it's also infectious. Oh, interesting. Dangling deceiver. Web of lies. Beautifully spun. Iridescent. Unsuspecting victims. Captured. Gotcha, bitch! Seriously. Gotcha! I can't say it like Dave Chappelle, but awesome. Anyways, I'm going to leave it here with you guys. Thank you guys for being here at Inward Revolution. My name is Delana. I wish you health, wealth, and happiness. Peace, love, and harmony, guys. Take care. Bye.